Hello there, dear viewers, and welcome to attaQ. My name is Jakob. I'm your host, and you're watching a attaQ episode. And in this episode, I want to show you 3 AUv3 internet apps. All right, so what are AUv3 internet apps? Well, these are audio units that load into any AUv3 enabled host, and they primarily connect to the internet. And the first one we're going to have a look at is WebAU by Blue Mango. Now, this one basically works as an internet browser. And so while you're working with music and you just need to look up some notes or stuff and you want to do that in an AUv3 plugin, you can do it with WebAU and it won't set you back much, $2, and that's really not much. Now, you might also want to watch some YouTube tutorials over, stuff you can do inside AUM, and you can do that through WebAU, and you will hear the audio. However, the audio will not be ported out into the mixer, so you can't actually do anything with the audio from WebAU. Now, if you want to do that, you need another app. The next app we're going to have a look at is Web Audio Player. Now, this one will allow you to browse sites and play audio, and the audio will be ported out into the mixer, so you can do weird stuff with it, and that's something I really love doing. This app will set you back about $6, and it's really not that much if you want a web browser that can stream audio as an AUv3. Now, the next app we're going to have a look at is Radio Unit. This one will set you back $3, and it's basically an internet radio audio unit. And so it allows you to store up to 32 radio stations. You paste your link into here, and if the site you're trying to paste the link from allows you to stream that radio station that way, then it will start streaming it inside the plugin. It's not perfect. I've tried several radio stations, and sometimes it just won't work. These 2 arrows here will allow you to switch channels, which you can also do by scrolling and tapping on channels here, and then you have a volume knob. Now, there is one more app I want to show you, and it is Streemur, because it is also an internet radio station plugin. Only this one is not AUv3, it's inter-app audio, which is why I've got it loaded like this as a slide overview. That just sounded haunted. Well, Streemur allows you to store up to 50 radio stations, and it's got a load of stations in there. I mean, all of them are full with something. Now, I do have to highlight that even though Streemur comes with 50 radio stations, it only gives you 5 user slots to save your own stations. And for full transparency, Streemur was brought to my attention by the developer, and it turns out that the developer is one of my patrons. Yeah, so you take that as it is. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but flatulence pasta. Now, I did get a nice idea from the developer's YouTube page, because they've made tutorials on how to use Streemur. And in one of the tutorials, they're actually going to LibriVox. If you search for LibriVox, you will end up at Internet Archives, where you can find some free audiobooks that you can stream. And so let's say you wanted to stream Sun Tzu's Art of War into Streemur, then you do that by going to the book, going to the download section, choosing a link that gives you 128 kbps or less. Once you've pressed that, you copy the link up in the address field in the browser, and then you paste that into one of the user slots inside Streemur. I've been streaming all of the audio through the same plugin chain. A gain knob at the top so I can just control the audio input into the plugs. And so the next plug is Flux Mini 2, which I have a video about. I recently made this one, and you can find it in the card popping out in the upper corner right here. Well, after that, I've put Other Desert Cities. Now, I haven't featured Other Desert Cities in its own video yet, but I did talk about it at length in my iOS effects top list for 2021, because it is really, really good. And if you want to go and watch that, you can find it in the card popping out in the upper right corner. And then after that, I've put Timeless 3. And yes, I do have a full review on Timeless 3. It quickly became one of my most favorite iOS delay. And you can see why if you go and watch the video. You can find it in the card popping out in the upper right and also down in the description. There's a lot you can do with random audio and especially random live streaming audio. And I suggest you try out some stuff. Now, there used to be an app called AUv, also made by Blue Mango, but it has been removed, unfortunately. There was a little thing about this, and they actually posted about this on the Audiobooks forum earlier this year. And we're sad to see AUv go, because it was a useful way of getting, YouTube stuff into AUM, which is cool. Yeah, as long as you don't do anything illegal. So before you leave, why don't you leave a comment down below and tell me if you knew about these apps before, or if there's something you think is missing in these apps if you already have them. And if you're not interested in apps like this at all, comment about that. Also, if you like the work I do on this channel and want to support me and help me succeed here on YouTube, we're almost at 40k subs, which is pretty amazing. Well, what I'm trying to say is just leave me a like, press that like button right now, because it really is super helpful. Now, if you despise me, you hate my voice, but somehow you're getting a weird kick out of just playing every video I have on repeat, smashing the thumbs down button because you just can't stand me, then yeah, do that. Smash the thumbs down. It doesn't do anything to my channel. It helps my channel. YouTube loves it when you interact with my channel, so make sure you tell YouTube that you hate me. And if you want to support me in a financial way, go check out my music first. A full list of links down below. And of course, as usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.